Some people might wonder how I'm able to live off the grid full time. In this video, I'll address that. It's important to start with a disclaimer, right? This isn't your average video series. I'm not your average human being who's had average experiences as an average American. Some of those factors have to do with the fact that I'm living today, half Middle Eastern, with an obvious Middle Eastern middle and last name. So to start this video, for those with an interest in hearing the rest of the story, why I would go off grid, why me personally, why would I walk away from a television show in which I was reaching thousands of people on Access TV every week? It wasn't fulfilling. Why would I not go and do a certain career and become a yes man to make rent money and go after someone that's looking for a partner as in the box as they are? Why would I not go down certain roads? Why would I not become a hitchhiker and just become free then? You know, like an old friend tried to challenge me before. Well, if you're really trying to be in freedom, you should live out of people's vehicles, I guess, and go from place to place. No, it took a while to get to this place. Coming up on the 1-year anniversary. And there's reasons why years ago, many, let me give you some additional, but seeing the geopolitical situation on the wall and seeing how the money in my hand could go towards something else that eventually is going to benefit me in my later years in life. But it comes down to that sense of being different than most of you, or being treated a certain way that has basically enabled me and allowed me to live in isolation. There really is nothing out there for me. I consider myself lucky. Certain things I'm going through and are happening within as I see some of the propaganda and the race baiting online. And there are things that I just don't bring to the channel anymore that I think I talked a lot more about over the winter. So I'm speaking more vaguely because I just want to paint the brush and explain. In addition, sometimes you have to lose everything financially to be willing to go through certain experiences. There's a period when I was living in a place that I call the Forbidden County, and that was late 2012 to 2013, and I know what was going on inside me. I know that I wanted to get away from Dallas, Texas, where I was working for a year after leaving Portland, and I just knew that I was going to be led to the right spot, and it happened, and I was led to the right spot for that period in time. It wasn't the right period in time several years later. It was interesting, but it wasn't the right period in time. The right time and place is really important. And what I bring to this video series is a number of, even if you may not understand or agree with them all, unique perspectives that have led to me living off the grid. And I identify certain times and places as being good for whatever reason, due to changes in particular, it's difficult to name it, right? Some people call it a ley line or other energy lines or ways that certain parts of the planet are responding to the geomagnetic storms. Now, we've come to understand that geomagnetic storms can also be caused by high atmospheric nuke tests and perhaps other military technologies. So why would a guy like me that's learned about all these things all these years opt for a full-time off-grid way of life, free of the cell phone towers, free of the smart meters? The other thing, and this is racially aside, but just one's character, right? One's desire to know the truth or speak the truth. There's only so many potential partners in this day and age. And then when you add in the combination of unique things about me, it's not exactly what's considered a hot commodity to the women of today. For some reason, some of the internet ones want to say that's not the case in order to kind of skew what I'm saying, but it is the case. So someone like me was born so different in a number of categories, right, that it really does suit someone like me to go my own way and arrest those pleasures of the flesh, if you will, and be willing to go without less, a lot less than what you're thinking. lot less than what you're thinking. I'm grateful that I have a vehicle now and that I'm able to drive that vehicle to town. And while where I live, people are still very much influenced by pop culture and the mainstream media, even though it's a small area. But as far as law enforcement and things of that nature, much better situation than others. So there isn't like a sense of impending danger from them or necessarily others. It feels safe with regards to some of the things that I've talked about on this channel. And I also feel that, and it's like there was a period where I was like, oh, maybe I should go out and get a job and do this and get off the property and this and that. And I experienced certain challenges. It almost felt like the voice inside, like, this is what you prayed for. This is what you wanted. This is what you're getting. This is what you're receiving. And I look at the totality of the whole thing and going without fear of, to get specific, an economic collapse coming this year or next year. That